Hi, hello everyone. I'm back to show you how to make a perfect baked fish. This is such an easy thing to do. This is what I'm using here is a basa fillet. I'm not a big fishy, I don't like fish that tastes like fish, in other words. And used to be the only thing I really liked to eat was lobster tail. Well, lobster tail can get pretty expensive. For this is at least as much protein as a lobster tail. And this was $2 and 30 something cents for this large fillet at the fresh fish counter. So, I mean, really inexpensive. And well, and how I've always you eat lobster, half of it is just slathering it in butter. So yeah, you want to do a nice white, mild white. You could do any mild white fish, by the way, to substitute. Very similar taste if you're craving a lobster tail. This will work for you. Cod, scrod, there's all sorts of. I like basa though. I stumbled on the basa. It's a cheap fish, but it's got a very nice, mild taste and it cooks up so tender. So what I've done here, I'm just laying it on a piece of foil. And instead of cooking it, you can just cook it like that and then slather it in butter. I mean, I know this is not gourmet by any means, but it's this, I can't believe it's butter spray. So if you're trying to cut on butter, and it's a little bit refrigerated, give it like that many squirts, like 3 good squirts. And then what you do, because that's just going to give you that buttered flavoring, but what you want for your, really what you're having for your oil is going to be the olive oil for your, oily fat. So I know it's not going to taste like olive oil, it's going to taste like butter, and it's going to be perfect. And the last thing you can sprinkle on, I'm going to put on a little bit of thyme, just a really light sprinkling, some dried thyme. And you can add some parsley too if you want, or really you can season it any way you want. You could season it with some Cajun seasoning. This method just works so great, and all you're going to do is bake it in the oven. Now, I'm going to just use my toaster oven because I'm just going to do this one big piece of fish and we're going to cut it in half, but you could do it in a regular oven too. So we're just going to fold it up to make sure that it's all like sealed in, and it's going to like steam. And then I kind of like crinkle the top like this. And then I'm going to just pop this in the toaster oven. And I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep checking it. When a fish is done is when it goes from translucent to solid. Or in this case, it's got kind of a pinkish color and it's going to turn like a solid white, and then you know it's done. And you're going to see it's just going to fall apart. It's going to be a beautiful, that took like no time at all. Pop it in the toaster oven, a regular oven. I'm going to put it in the toaster oven at about 350, and I'll let you know the exact time, approximate time it takes to cook it. Be back in a minute. Okay, and I'm just taking the fish out of the toaster oven. As you can see, it's perfectly white and perfectly delicious. It's going to have a nice butter taste with no butter, actually. Much healthier for your heart. I mean, if you want to use real butter, go for it. Whatever you got to put some sort of an oil in there to bake, and it sort of like steams the fish, and it comes out so perfect and so flaky and tendy. Look at it, just cuts with a fork, and it's just perfectly flaky and okay. Until next time, enjoy.